But for adults, especially professionals, you got to communicate, bro. You got to use your word, right? And then in the Chiefs mess, we have this saying, don't ever be afraid to ask for help. We expect you to ask for help. But on the inverse, we expect you to have done everything in your power first to get the job done, because we all got jobs to do. Right. We're all busy. You can't be calling everybody asking for help all the time, and you're not really trying your dangest to do the job, right? Okay, so let's unpack Mr. Whiteside's comment here. We also can't show favor regarding merit and put the wrong people in key positions. I guess my first question is, what do you think he means by show favor regarding merit?
Yeah, I think he's talking about unmerited favor.
Okay.
Yeah, something that
it's... What's an example of somebody who's getting unmerited favor? What do you think? Do you think it's a connection? Like, so I'm hanging out with the guy?
No, well, I'll give you an example. If you look at the Princeton study that they did on the schools, right? And while they didn't officially put it on paper, Princeton was able to do some studies on that, and they actually had what they called the SAT advantage. And if you were white, you were at a baseline. If you were Asian, they actually deducted 50 points off of your scores when they were figuring out who would get accepted and who would get different
just hating on the Asians, huh? Just hating on them.
And if you were Hispanic, they gave you like 200 points, and if you were Black, they gave you 250 points. Well, the argument was, well, if you came from different socioeconomic backgrounds, you had more access to tutors and stuff like that. But that's back to me carrying your ladder. I'm not going to say that certain people that grew up in different societies or different, cities or groups or whatever don't necessarily have more advantage. Now you're penalizing me just because I had good parents or a good situation. No, I'm sorry. Meritorious says if I scored this and the cutoff was here and you didn't, then I got the scholarship and you didn't. And that's just there. But the same thing happened. It happened at Google and it's happened at corporations. Well, we're gonna promote people, and say, well, we need to have 15 Hispanic people or 14 women. And it's like, well, if 14 women have the scores over the men, then they should absolutely be there. But if they don't have the score, I don't even think this is a conversation. It's simple. Meritorious says whoever has the right score, whatever the parameters are, the same thing for meritorious promotion. You go up against two people and they say, well, Gary, you're only 5'6", so we're going to subtract 100 points. You're not going to get promoted. What? Whoever's got the merit gets it. That's pretty simple. And I don't even know how it turns into an argument. I don't even know what there is to argue here.
Man, I'm going to tell you before I go to Enrique, I'm going to tell you it's because people have agendas and they're trying to funnel people into their agenda because they want to get a movement. And that's my thing. So, for example, short people, maybe we got a dog in the fight. So we trying to make a point, but you lose sight of the company or the organization that's trying to be the best. You know who never loses sight of that? Football teams, basketball teams.
The best person gets the position.
Right? Yeah. And so Mr. Whiteside's follow-on comment said not fully qualified. All right, Enrique, what you think, man?
Yeah, so you mentioned football, and that was the first thing that I got in my mind, right? You got this linebacker. He's huge, but that joker can probably outrun me, right? It's just one of these things, and I can't fit a linebacker position, even if I could outrun him. Yeah. That's just not going to happen, right? I'll be plowed.